BT Entertainment Weekly is brought to you by Lime.
The clock's ticking, it's practically the weekend, and here's your BT Entertainment Weekly to get you started. I'm Gina.
And I'm Kamilah. Let's get the show on the road.
It was an orientation of a different kind for new students at the Cave Hill campus. Scores put aside their books and partied the night away at the Freshers' Fete.
One of the organizers, called Alleyne, who sits on the Guild of Students, tells the BT Entertainment the annual event is simply a big welcome for the freshmen. And despite the cutbacks because of a significant drop in enrollment resulting from the introduction of tuition fees, it was a big treat.
It's all part of the experience of UE. Parties at Mona are crazy, partying in St. Augustine are crazy, and partying in Barbados at Cave Hill campus. We want that to live up to the same expectation because we want students to keep coming back here.
On the big night, a top regional artist got his chance to relive some of his days at UE. Skinny Fabulous out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines was in fine form.
The Freshers' Fete for me is always like a special event because I remember my first Freshers' Fete in Mona, and it's something that sort of breaks the ice for a new student to coming in. They might be a little bit nervous. It's a good place to just socialize, make new friends, get to mischief, you know, do your thing as a student coming into any institution. A Freshers' Fete is needed. So for me, I think this is my third or fourth Freshers' Fete here too. Right, so it's always a pleasure to come back to UE and do my thing and represent it. It's a good fete all around, and I don't want to make it sound like if it's an educational venture. This is a party venture tonight, but in an educational institution. So we partying, and they might learn how to do 6:30, might learn how to rave out, you know what I mean? And we might learn how to conduct ourselves in a unmanly form, you know, sometimes.
A multi-talented Barbadian is heading to the world stage. Hinds, who sings, dances, and acts, is packed and ready to head to New York to attend the prestigious American Music and Dramatic Academy, where he will be pursuing a bachelor's degree in musical theater. He is already setting his sights on Broadway.
I would say either on Broadway or just using my craft. You know, like, my aim isn't to get to Hollywood. If I do, then perfect. But all I want to do every day is to use my craft. Even if money wasn't such a big issue nowadays, even if I was not getting paid for it, I would still do it. Because, as I say, I believe strongly in doing what you love. And I love music, and I love dance, and I love singing, and therefore that's all I want to do.
It's not every day you hear of a rock band from Barbados. In fact, it's pretty rare. But The Longest Night is doing its thing and emerging as a force on the entertainment scene. The 4-year-old band was formed by rock enthusiast Rob Sellin, lead singer and guitarist, Evil Will, another guitarist, and Bobby Hava on drums.
We were at community college together, and the music program is predominantly a jazz school. So we basically decided to form a rock band because we all like rock music, and we said, well, hey, we should do something more to promote rock music at community college. So We also got a rock ensemble, which is led by Alleyne, and we started in there, and then we decided to make our own thing. The guys in the band is me, Robbie Sailing, on lead vocals and guitar. Then there's Will O'Donnell, he plays lead guitar, and Jason Rampersad that plays drums.
Well aware that Barbadians are not really rock lovers, Rob believes the band has the talent to change that.
The support has been kind of tough in Barbados, because Barbados is a tough country for what we do. Of anything except soca. So yeah, so we've been just keep grinding, keep pushing, and because of St. Simon Hollywood, we've got new initiatives, and we have a new plan that we need to really execute.
Another local act is making ripples all across the island with the sweet sounds of the steel pan. The band ZigE continues to thrill tourists and locals alike with their exotic music.
I've not only included the guitar, I've included something what we call a sampler, and rather than having a keyboard player, rhythm guitar, we have bass, drums and pan. What that has done so far for us that is able to keep the band to a concise size. It's easier to sell to clients because when you have a client here and bring in the drummer, they think that you bring a whole big drum kit, and normally we have these electrical drum pads, and it's a very futuristic or present tense instruments that I use in my set. It looks good, it sounds good, and for having the bass as well, it kind of makes the music sounds more alive.
That's band leader David ZigE Walcott. He tells BT Entertainment the group is headed to the land of the steel pan, Trinidad and Tobago, for International Panorama next year.
Which will have bands from throughout the Caribbean. I think there's bands from Asia as well. There's bands from the UK, and we are going to put together a band to represent Barbados in 2015 in the first ever International Panorama.
This week, she was snapped heading into the studio, and boy, did she turn a few heads. She had on a Miu coat valued at, get this, more than $3,000 US, some Timberland boots, and a Balenciaga bag for $1,735. You go, Riri.
And that's a wrap on this week's edition of BT Entertainment Weekly, your guide to all that's happening on the entertainment scene today. I'm Gina.
And I'm Kamilah. Don't forget to drop us an email if you want to at entertainment@barbadostoday.bb. We would love to hear more from you. Or you can link us up on www.barbadostoday.bb, and of course our Facebook page where you can link us for more.
See you next week.